Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of Pawn Shop of Life. I'm your host, Brad BCG, as always. I have my co-host, Tammy B48. We had a little bit of mix-up, so my producer, Baby Kangaroo, is not here today. But we do have a guest host, Brad, from Brad's Journey on YouTube. How you doing today, Brad?
What's up?
There we go. Yeah, we finally lured him back in here to do a little follow-up because he had to come down to pick up some stuff. So we got him on here again. How you doing today, babe?
I'm good. Ready to start cooking food. But
Great. You're going to say great insight there. Just, I'm good.
I'm good.
And then we stop talking. There we go.
I'm good.
Brad, thanks for coming on the show again. Enjoyed having you the first time. And last time we had you on Bluetooth, but now you actually have to sit here and listen to yourself. For those of you who don't know, when Brad Bluetoothed in last time, and when he does his YouTube, he doesn't have a headset on, so he doesn't know what he sounds like. And now he's appalled that he has to hear himself.
Yeah. Because you're got headphones so you can hear your voice, and I'm like, this is not what I sound like, bro. and then your wife's over here like, this is exactly what you sound like, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Like I said, whenever Baby Kangaroo does it, he's like, I hate the way I sound. He just always bitches about it, and even the ones he's not on for whatever reasons, he's like, I don't listen to it because I don't want to hear myself talk.
Yeah, but I say I gotta tweak my levels, man. make it sound a little different.
Well, if I would have known that you were having issues or whatever it was, I would have looked in about adjusting that for you beforehand. But it is what it is. What is wrong?
What the crap?
Something you got a fly in your throat?
Now, see, I knew he was doing something. He's over there pushing buttons, man. he's being reckless.
I am being reckless.
He's being disrespectful to the audience, man.
Nah, that's what you were just saying you was wanting to do. All right, so we're here to talk about, since you're a YouTube star, how many followers did you have the first time that you were on here? I think you were around 5,000 or 6,000 or something.
Oh, dude, I have no idea. I don't even remember.
I think you were somewhere around 5,000 or 6,000, I think it was. I didn't go back and listen to it, but you're now up to what, almost 12?
I think
12,000.
No, I think I'm like 11,200 or something like that.
Yeah, you're creeping up on 12.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters. I mean, the next kind of milestone after 10,000, because 10,000 is like, if you go by just the analytic numbers of people that actually are on YouTube, 10,000 is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
And then the next big deal is 100,000, because at 100,000 you get your channel can get verified, and that's why you see YouTube channels that got over 100,000 subs that have the little check mark by their name, because they're actually verified. Their accounts are verified by YouTube, and once your account's verified, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that once your account's verified, like, it locks in your name, I think, to where nobody can make that name, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I could be totally talking out of my ass, but I think that's what it is.
Well, the 100,000 too is where they send you the little.
Yeah, you get your first play button.
Yeah. That's good. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I need some super viral stuff to kick me up to them kind of levels.
Yeah, but didn't you say last time that if you can hit 10, you can hit 100? It's just.
Well, I'm gonna say I can hit 1 million.
Oh.
If it's going by on what I want.
It's not by what you want; it's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he had mentioned something about that. But I mean, yeah, I guess if you just continue to make content, I think it's just keep doing it, because I mean, more and more videos are getting out there, and then more people see it, and it seems like YouTube is still going strong too. Like, it don't seem like there's ever going to be a downturn for YouTube. So.
Well, I think it's because YouTube is so just entrenched, and so many people, when you talk about social media, especially video platforms outside of TikTok. I mean, TikTok came along and it fundamentally changed how these companies view consumption of content.
Yeah.
Because, TikTok's algorithm was so good on feeding people very specific content that they wanted to watch, that YouTube saw it as a direct threat, because it was pulling so many people. So that's why we have YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, that's what I was
because
going to say.
Of TikTok. So YouTube pivoted, but the crazy thing about it was when they first pivoted, the only way that you can pivot like that, especially from the YouTube ecosphere, because of how people get paid, they're actually able to monetize their work, is that when people started doing YouTube Shorts, there wasn't no monetary benefit in it. They didn't have the pay structure for it. So what they did was they just said, hey, we're going to
make the shorts to compete with TikTok.
Yeah, they wanted to do that, but to do that, you have to have the people making the content.
Yeah.
And the problem is the big creators that actually get views, they get paid.
Will they get paid on shorts now?
They do now, but
when they first
started, they didn't. And then what they did, YouTube created like a huge pool of money. They just said, hey, we're going to put, I don't know, this, I'm just spitballing here, like $100 million.
Yeah.
They're going to put $100 million in this pool of money. And they say, okay, we're going to pay shorts out of this account.
Oh, okay.
Out of this money.
Yeah, yeah.
But the problem was that only favored the larger creators. So that's why, like, whenever shorts started on YouTube, big creators jumped on the bandwagon because they were told to.
Yeah.
They were told by their rep, like, hey, you need to do this. And, like, even me as a small creator, YouTube tells me what to do. And I'm not a big creator.
Yeah.
But I get emails all the time and notifications through my studio like, hey, man, you need to do this and do that. You need to start doing shorts. And I don't like short form content. I hate it. I think it's stupid. I mean, I like watching it because
but you don't like doing it
because of the comedy. Like during these storms, like there was so many shorts of people going out in the yard with their dogs, the little dogs, and they jump in the snow and they disappear.
Yep, I love those.
And that's funny as shit.
Oh, I love it.
So I like that content, but for me creating it, I don't want to create that type of content. And to me, I like long form content. That's what I do. I don't, I have pivoted into doing a lot of live streaming. I do like live streaming. It's just different, because when you do a video, you have a plan, you've got an objective. So you can kind of, you know what you're doing. But when you're live streaming, a lot of times, you have to be entertaining because the one thing you don't want is dead air.
Yeah.
You need to be constantly engaged in all this. And I'm terrible about doing that. So like I'll like read chat and I don't know, I guess I'm just retarded. I can't I can talk and read the chat at the same time, but I don't like doing it. So I'll have dead air, but whatever, it is what it is. But I figure, the only people going to show up anyway, once you start building an audience, the people going to show up because they like you.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, in content creation, that's the biggest hurdle, is building a community. Because the people, to me, my mentality has always been, I want to build a channel off of me. That's why I named my channel after me, Brad's Journey.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people coming to me because I'm doing a certain thing. I want them to come to my channel because they like me.
Gotcha.
They want to see me do whatever. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
And I have, of course, learned the hard lesson that ain't how YouTube works. That's not how people consume content. There's a lot of other creators that I've watched that have done that, and I thought they'd be successful, and they weren't. And I can give you an example. There's a dude named Flicks, and he does theme park, content, and he lives in Orlando. Or in the Orlando area, and him and his wife had this idea. They're like, "Yo, man, we're gonna make a travel channel," Or let me back up. They didn't do that first. They just said on that main channel, that's Rick's Flicks, they were gonna start putting content of them going to other places in Florida because there's a lot of cool stuff to see in Florida outside of Universal and Disney World. There's a lot of cool stuff. So, the crazy thing happened was, they started putting those travel videos on Rick's Flicks, where he always went to Universal Studios.
And it took off.
Nobody watched it.
Nobody watched it?
Nobody watched it. So he quit posting those on Rick's Flicks, and he started another channel called, I can't remember what the channel was called, but it was a channel where it was just him traveling, and it didn't do good. Well, I'm going to tell you how fickle the audience is. All right, on Rick's Flicks, he goes to Universal Studios. All right, it's a theme park, bro. He would go to Disney World. People wouldn't watch the videos.
Really?
Only if it was Universal Studios. So he actually had to create another channel,
Oh, come on.
and it's called Rick's. I think it's Rick's in the Queue.
Okay.
That's when he goes to Disney. It's a completely different channel.
And
He
that
put- he
one
puts-
took off?
Well, that one gets views. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as big as Rich Flicks. But what I'm saying is from the perspective of you as a content creator and your audience, that's how crazy the viewing is. Like it's just going from Universal to Disney. People want to see you at Universal, not Disney. That to me, that blows my mind. And so I'm sitting there looking at that and I'm like, bro, I hope I don't get, in that situation. I want people just to appreciate me.
Yeah.
And like, hey man, I want to watch Brad because, he's, kind of,
He seems all right.
he's he got a touch of the tism, and he's funny, kind of sort of sometimes. So, I mean, hey, I want to watch Brad. I don't care where he's at. I just want to watch him.
Yeah.
Because, you do get kind of pigeonholed like that. And, I don't know. I don't know if I've done that or not, but I have done, like, I don't want to be a guy that just opens boxes on YouTube. Because to me, I think that's the laziest, boring content to do.
I mean,
And-
you get a lot of comments on your
I do, but
box openings.
I think my channel's gonna really blow up when I really finally pull the trigger on doing proper reviews, which is what I've been procrastinating doing now for like months. Because doing a review takes considerably more time.
Oh, yeah.
And see, like, I've got some people, I've got some people that were in my community that are now content creators. And they actually have, when we talk, and when I do my live streams, I'll talk about content creation or whatever the people want to talk about. But, I told them, I said, you think that turning on a camera and opening a box is that simple. It's not.
Oh, no.
I mean, I have to, I have my space set up. Dude, I have 2 cameras.
Oh, yeah.
I have all this crap that I have to set up. I have to make sure it's right. Then I have to put myself physically, and see, that's another aspect. I have to make sure that I'm in the right headspace to even do the video. If I come home and I'm tired
Miserable, yeah.
or I had a bad day, I can't record a video because, and I got taught this lesson by my comment section. They called it out. I did a video one time where I come home from work and I was just tired. I did the video, and when I went back and watched it, I was like, "Oh man, I can see, how I was different."
Yeah, you could tell.
And then I watched the comments, and they're like,
And it blew up.
And
saying
they're like, "Bro, yeah, man, what's wrong with you, man? You depressed or something?" I said, "No, man, dude, I work a 40-hour job, man. I'm tired."
Yeah.
So I have to be in the right headspace. I have to have the right energy because nobody wants to watch somebody. Oh man, who opened this box, man? I'm tired, man. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
Because that's their life. They come
Oh,
home.
yeah,
Come home from work. They're tired. They're exhausted. They want to watch somebody that's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
They want to see the energy, and I get it because and I had to be reminded when I watch YouTube because I like watching the guys that come into the videos with a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah.
But then when I'm behind the camera, I have to consciously remember, like, oh yeah, I need to be that guy, not really me. So I try to do that or whatever. But yeah, it's rough, man, and it's nice because like I said, in the community, I got a guy that's creating content now, and he actually kind of takes up for me. He says, "Yeah, man, doing this ain't as easy as it looks."
Yeah.
And I can tell you from being over here at my buddy's house here doing this podcast, I was trying to walk out the door. And he's like, "Oh man, no, man, we're gonna do a show." And I'm like, "Oh, all right, cool, I'll stay." And he's like, "Well, I got to build the studio real quick."
Well,
And I'm like,
that
what
was
the
my
crap?
fault. That was my fault too, because I woke up late, and you showed up early, so that was all my fault. Yeah, I want to get a dedicated place for all this, but I mean, it's just gonna have to be do and dash. But no, you're right. I mean, like I understand as much as I don't like the label of influencers, and that's all that they do. I mean, that's a lot of work. Because like you said, you don't just throw up a fucking camera and your phone and hit record real quick and it's good to go kind of thing. Because I know just from being over at your house before, you got to film it. Like you said, you got 2 cameras, so you got to go back and edit the video. So now, however long you take doing it, you got to go back and do all the editing and put in your, you'll put up a little clip of some, on your live stream from something you've done before. And like, just got to go through that and take time. So I mean, it is work.
Yeah,
but I mean,
it's definitely work and it's time.
Yeah,
and
and that's the big thing.
Yeah, and that's the big thing is time.
Yeah,
because time is the one commodity that we all have.
Never get back.
We all have a pool that's constantly ticking down,
mm-hmm.
and the biggest thing is you need to extract as much for each second as you can. And a lot of people just don't understand. Like, yeah, even if you're doing lazy content, and look, I'm not self-deprecating or anything, but I understand that what I do is pretty lazy, and even that, putting, doing the editing, which I don't do a ton of editing, but I still have to edit it,
mm-hmm.
and then you have to do a thumbnail, and then I have to edit the thumbnail, and I'm not trying to be woe is me, but it is more than what people think it is. That don't do it, and but yeah, hopefully I'm going to transition here pretty soon to trying to do more actual, more relevant reviews, because and I hate it that I haven't been doing it, because my community has been calling me out for it for quite a while now, and I keep telling them I'm going to do it, but again, bro, come on, I'm married, I got kids, I got dogs, I got a job.
Okay, when you say
it's hard to have.
Yeah, when you say reviews, you mean instead of just doing like opening say a battle box, you're talking about actually using the products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're still going to do a box reveal.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do
here's the idea I had. All right, and just check this out. This is what I want to do. I want to film a video like I do now, where I'm at my my place, my setup or whatever.
Yeah.
Where I open the box, but like I take the products singularly out of the box, and I want to do what I do, show the product, but right then I want to cut
that, and you actually
using that product.
So every time you pull one thing out, it goes straight to
right. There's a clip of me like semi doing a review of that product.
Yeah. Because
to me, as a viewer, not as a creator, but as a viewer, I would get more out of that video. Like, hey, cool. Like, if you just show me a product in a package, that don't do nothing for me.
Yeah.
Show me, in use. And it ain't got to be, you taking some Arctic expedition with the stuff. I mean, just show general, very simple use. And I said, that enhances, that's me being more respectful of the viewer's time.
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what I want to do. But it's just like, the problem is everybody, like Tac Pack, Battle Box, Barrel and Blade, all these boxes. I ain't the only one doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, everybody, they put their videos up right when they get the box. So if they put the video up when they get the box, it takes me a week, right, to do my video, because I'm trying to do these reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if it takes me an extra week, all the viewers have already watched other people's videos.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so
you'd have to do it quick.
And there's no way to do it. And you can do it quick, but it's going to be sloppy. And I don't want to do that. I want to actually try to produce better content. And I think, I don't know.
Well, you're going to have your wife start making the big bucks then.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to retire.
Yeah, if I can just stay home, bro. Dude, I will be Mr. Mom. I ain't got no problem.
Cook, clean. You'll do all that?
I can't really cook, but I mean, I can throw clothes in the dishwasher. I mean, in the clothes washer.
I don't think you would want to put clothes in the dishwasher.
Why not? People cook food.
Well, to be fair, the only reason why I said that is because I go to my hat, because the best place to wash your hats
is in the
dishwasher.
Yeah.
You probably even you're so snooty, you probably got one of them little things you put your hat in.
I do.
Yeah.
A cage.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah,
I
because
it'll keep it from losing its shape.
Right. Well, I bought that because I fell for some Facebook flammery.
Oh, there
where,
we go. Blame Facebook.
They sent me an ad, bro. Which I'm gonna transition here, and I'm gonna segue to something else that's been bothering me about the targeted ads and stuff. But they hit me up, and it was a whole, because I have a lot of hats, and I got a lot of Disney hats that I love them and I wear them, but they get stained up.
Yeah.
And I want to try to clean them to keep them as long as possible. So I bought the thing, and it came with a little hat cage, and I'm like, oh, cool. So I'm thinking, well, I can just throw this in the clothes washer.
Nope.
And then in the dryer, and I did.
And it fucked it up.
It didn't mess it up, but it didn't get it as clean as I wanted it to. So I said, oh man, I got to put in manual labor on this jank. this is messed up, man. I thought this was gonna be like a one and done kind of deal. Yeah, it wasn't that. So I got lied to. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I was sitting here watching, because I watch a ton of Facebook reels and stuff. And the phone be spying on you, and everything, right? And it'd be sending you all these targeted ads and stuff. So I'm sitting here scrolling, and I get this ad for this. I guess I don't know. It's probably not a doctor, but the dude said, "I'm a doctor." Some doctor, I can't remember the name, but it's talking
Doctor
about
like Dr.
it's talking about foamy urine.
What on earth?
Like yeah, do you got foamy urine, man? Do you get fatigued at like 2:00? You got swollen hands or ankles, man? You got foamy urine, man. You need to go. Dude, it's freaking me out because I get like not just one or two of them. I get like a lot, and I'm like, wait a minute, how does Facebook know I got foamy piss? What the crap is going on here? And then I start looking at, and then I go in there and take a piss, and I'm like, wow, the pee does got a little foam to it.
God.
It freaked me out so bad, man. It had me pissing on the side of the bowl, man, trying to not have no
make,
bubbles.
Make it not bubble up.
Yeah, trying not to have no bubbles, man. Thinking, damn, do I need to go to the doctor? That's the evil side of all this crap, man.
You know what the thing is they've been doing that snake oil shit from day one. And the only thing that I remember, it was like when they used to run that shit on TV, and they had these pads that you would put on the bottom of your feet to quote unquote bring out the toxins out of your body.
Oh yeah, it's like where you put your feet in it and it turns the shit like black and everything.
Yes, with little sticky pads. I remember my dad trying those when I was a kid, and I was like, "That's weird." And then of course,
did it do anything?
Yeah, it turned it black. It was the sweat from your feet did something. It don't bring any toxins into your body.
So it was like some kind of charcoal or something.
It was just I forget what it was, but I mean it's snake oil shit. It's like it's nothing that's real. That's just the way it is. Yes. Oh, you mentioned, so you were talking about the YouTube shorts. Man, they had to have done something because of the way TikTok made it easy. Because I had a buddy of mine at one point in time, he was just doing like TikTok videos, and all he was doing was cooking in a crock pot.
Yeah.
And that was it. And he actually did enough, because he'd do it every time he would cook. And for a few months there, he was actually getting paid by TikTok. Yeah. Just making, and he was only getting a few thousand views.
Yeah.
And it was just like, man, so YouTube had to come up with something. So the short thing had to they had to evolve, and I think they did a good job.
Yeah, the problem, TikTok came out the gate. It was what it was. It was short form content.
Yeah.
So their product came, I guess, if you want to use some kind of proper speak, it came to market as short form content. Problem with YouTube was entrenched
in
long form content.
Yeah.
So now you've got to pivot your viewing audience to accepting short form content. Well, how do you do that? Okay, you take the most popular content creators and you push them to making short form content. That way,
and then talking about it.
Yeah, that way the viewer gets more acclimated to viewing short form content. But the problem is, so many people watch TikTok. Yeah. That it just people, I don't know if it's ADD or what.
It's that ADHD thing, man. You just, because I doom scroll on Instagram. She make every once in a while, and I'm just like, I'll do it for like I'm off. I don't have anything to do that day, and I'll just fucking get tired of playing video games or watching TV or done my shit in the house, and I'll just sit there and doom scroll on Instagram, just looking at shorts, because it's just quick and easy, and it's something new, something new, something new. And it keeps doing it. It
keeps you engaged. Your brain wants that engagement. That's why you scroll. Like, I think when the last time I was on here, I talked about a lot of the more analytical data from YouTube, and they said like your window of engagement when you put content in front of a person, I think it's like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
If you don't engage them in 3 seconds, they're gone. And I'm like, bro, I'm just like, I hadn't even started getting my shit off, man, in 3 seconds. Like, they just see my face and they're like, oh no, man, screw this guy.
Yeah. Because I got to where Pawn Shop of Life on YouTube now, I mostly post shorts.
Yeah.
I do the podcast for all my stuff or whatever it is, and then the YouTube channel side of it's mostly shorts, and it's just dogs and outdoors.
Yeah.
Like, that's all that I post on there. But now I have a chance to see the analytics like you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I just start seeing it, and it's quick.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, because that's when I keep showing Bentley, because like they see Bentley and they're like, oh, I love dogs.
Yeah.
And then, it's always hashtag Labrador.
Right.
and hashtag Bentley, and they watch
Yeah.
it. All right, I'm going to edit the whole minute to
wait. You want to know why? Because I've been on the toilet taking a shit, scrolling, and I have scrolled long after I done took a dump. And I get up, my legs is numb. I can barely get off the toilet. I gotta crawl. I gotta crawl like some war survivor out of my bathroom, man.
You can't sue until you go to get up, can't stand up, and then you head plant through the sheetrock.
Yeah, you fall into
when you fall through the
sheetrock wall. Yeah,
when you fall into the sheetrock, maybe you got a chance there.
Come on, man. This is free speech, man.
Oh, okay. So you talked about you like the long content creation, but I've seen between the last time I had you on and now, you have started doing a lot more live stream. And you said you don't like doing live streams? Because I try to jump on there when my phone goes off or whatever it was. I always try to jump on there and mess with you. But you've been doing it a lot more often. You're not as bad as I think you think you are.
Well, I don't think it's that I'm bad. It's just
you don't like the dead air.
It's just a different form of engagement, and I think I would do better. I would do better on the live stream because, like, whenever I do a live stream, it's literally me just hitting the live button. I don't have a plan. I don't have nothing to talk about. It's literally me just saying, "Hey, I'm here. I'm live. Anybody want to talk to me?"
Yeah.
That's not the smartest way to do live streams. Like, you definitely need to have a focus or some type of pre-planned something.
Yeah.
To be successful. And
well,
I don't do that.
Well, I mean, you also have to. Well, you can't come out the gate doing the live stream like a pimp out of the gate. No, we don't.
It's
we
fine.
always,
They're always on the. You can always hear
Yeah.
them on the podcast.
When Joey's here, the dogs are in the background play fighting and stuff, so it's always fine.
I was just worried about the dog hitting his head on the bottom of this thing.
No, he won't mind.
Oh, he doesn't care.
He's a lunatic.
Bro,
but yeah, you got to do the live stream thing to begin with to get good at it in the first place. Because my first few podcasts were kind of meh, and then we've progressively gotten better and better. Besides, squirrel and changing topics for the next 10 minutes, but you got to do it and get used to it anyway. Because I mean, you couldn't just say I got a topic and then come out doing a live stream. They're going to be like, you could have done better with your live stream. But
well, the thing about that is everybody, I think, is their worst critic. So I think everybody that engages in anything like this, they're always going to look back at early stuff and go, "Oh my God, that was." And really, from an outside observer, like for me, when I started on YouTube, I actively tell people, "Yo, don't go to my channel and click like oldest content first. Don't do that," because I had a different mentality at YouTube. Like when I started, I wanted to be, and this is a stretch, I wanted to be professional.
you want to be Mr. Beast.
No, I didn't want to be Mr. Beast. No, I don't like that guy. But I wanted to take it serious, and I wanted to be somewhat professional. I wanted to try to have my ducks in a row. I wanted to, sound the part, and I very quickly found out
It's a lot of work.
that's not how you're going to be successful.
It's a lot of work.
Well, it's mental. It's the mental part of it, because if you're making a conscious effort to be professional, then you're constantly criticizing yourself. You're setting a bar for yourself that, you are going to, like I said, you're going to be your worst critic. So it took me way longer than it should have. It took me like 2 years to figure this out. It's like, just be yourself. Bad things and all, just be yourself. It's like I would try to edit stuff out. Like if I slipped up, maybe misspoke, I would try to edit it out. I don't do none of that now.
Just let it go.
Because I'm just a person. I'm not, I'm just a person. I will mess up, or, I'll burp or something. I ain't farted yet, but I will burp. Now, I don't like blow the mic out when I burp, but I turn and but
oh man,
I don't freak out about it.
Yeah.
And the minute I started doing that, and this is what I tell anybody: if you're gonna get into content creation, just don't care. Just don't care. Just be you.
Yeah.
Because eventually, you who you really are is gonna be there. And the problem is if you put a facade up, you got to keep that facade going, because people are going to think that's you. And when you drop that act and you start being really you, well, now you got a problem.
Yeah, completely different.
Right.
Person
So
kind of
just be you from the gate. The people that'll like you will like you. The people that don't like you, they ain't gonna like you anyway, so it don't really matter. So yeah.
Well, I have noticed one thing you started doing. I think you were doing it before, but not as much. But you've started doing giveaways a lot more. You like doing that?
I started.
You weren't doing it as much when you were here the first time, but you started doing a lot of giveaways.
I started doing giveaways. Wow. I mean, I've done 34 of them. I've done 34 regular, quote unquote regular giveaways, which, are the ones that run for at least, like 5, 6, 7 days. But I started doing some giveaways in my live streams where, like because I don't get a lot of viewers on my live streams. I get, I think the top I've had like 30 people.
Yeah.
And so I can manage that number of people. So what I do is I'll just like take a number and I'll write it on a sticky note where only I can see it.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell everybody, all right, everybody just pick a number between 1 and 30. And then I'll see whoever gets a number. And I'll just say, okay, I'm going to give you whatever.
Oh, yeah. I think I remember seeing
but
one
yeah,
of those.
you can't manage that if you got like 1,000 people or more in your live streams, But right now I can do that kind of stuff. And, the giveaways, they don't do anything for the channel. And that's the thing a lot of people don't understand. Like me doing the giveaways that I do, I don't ask anything of the people other than to comment on the video. I like there can be people that get entered in my giveaways that aren't even subscribed to my channel. So the YouTube giveaways that I do is literally me just being nice. It does not benefit the channel at all. I don't get more viewers.
You get appreciative viewers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I gave away an $800 survival bag.
Really?
That cost me over $100 just to send it to the guy that won it.
Good Lord.
From UPS. And it was a guy that I had never seen in the channel, and I'd never seen him since.
How big was the bag?
It was a full kit. It was
like a bug out bag?
Yeah, it was a bug out bag. And it didn't have no garbage in it. It had good stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I must have missed that one.
It was a while ago.
Jeez.
But yeah, and so now I appreciate the people that come watch me on YouTube because I know it's time, and I do appreciate the people giving me their time. So it's just a way for me to say thank you.
Oh, that's good. Have you had any more? What were you talking about before? You did like YouTuber meetings or powwows? I forgot what they were called.
Yeah, I do some creator. I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, I was trying to remember too. I'm like, what the hell is
it's
the word I'm looking for?
It's a developer
conference or
something.
Convention.
I've got this chick that's my rep or something, and that they have these live streaming things that you can go to or whatever, and get pointers, I guess, on how you're fucking up or
ways to expand.
And
whatnot.
I quickly found out that I'm like, I don't care about none of this. I'm going to do things the way I'm going to do them. If it takes off, it takes off. If it don't, it don't. I'm because again, I'm here just to be me.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to bamboozle the people to have them believing I'm something I'm not. And so yeah, but I'm gonna tell you just so the people know. YouTube, they know how to play you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a business, and a lot of people forget that. YouTube, Rumble, all these all these places, TikTok, it's a business. They're there to make money.
Oh yeah.
It's not just, they're going to, I'm just going to watch funny videos. No, it's very methodical. Like it's a very scientifically, psychologically, orchestrated event that you're partaking in without even knowing it.
Oh yeah.
Which, can lead me to another thing too. We was talking earlier about all this political stuff, which, we ain't got to get into.
We're not doing it here.
But we were just talking about it, about how, people are easily led and brainwashed. And it's true, and people, it blows my mind that people don't see it. And, one of the things I was going to bring up is, as an example of this, I fell victim to technology on the drive over here.
What'd you do?
Well, I put in your house to my GPS. You know, my GPS is like, oh, Google said your ETA is 1044. I said, we'll see about that shit. I got here at 1028, dog. Now, would I have been driving my Dodge Charger 150 miles an hour without that ETA? Probably not. I probably would have rolled windows down and done speed limit. But no, I have to prove.
You have to beat the.
I have to prove to Google that they don't know what time I'm gonna get there.
Well, it's always on the speed limit. But so talking to your brainwashing thing, do you do? Are you on Instagram?
Yeah. I don't do anything on Instagram, but I am on there.
No, but I mean, do you ever like doom scroll?
I don't know, because what's crazy is YouTube, Facebook. Facebook pulls in Instagram.
Does it?
Yeah, it'll pull reels from Instagram.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When you're watching,
Yeah.
Because I'll be wondering sometimes, like, I'll get a short on Facebook, and I'll be like, oh, I want to check out the comments. You know, because some of the comments be real funny. The comments be funnier than the video.
Yeah, sometimes.
And a lot of times I'll click on the comments and it'll say, hey, you got to sign in to Instagram to look at it, because it's from Instagram. It's not from it's not from Facebook. Hey, let me tell you something, dude. We all turtles on our back, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait.
Hey.
Before I forget, let me do this. So log on to Instagram, and it's going to, Brad logged back on. So it's going to throw some stuff that you've watched before. Just scroll. And don't really watch anything. Just scroll kind of slow and then stop on something. So like you scroll, you'll see something about guns, or you'll see gardening stuff, and then you see something on a dog, and pause for a second and actually watch that. 2 down is going to be another dog video.
Yeah.
And then the next one's going to be a dog video.
Yeah.
But if you keep scrolling again, you'll see a bunch of dog stuff, and then you stop on gardening stuff. 2 later is going to be another gardening thing. Like they're throwing what you pause on. So, I mean, you're talking about the mental thing. People are being brainwashed. I mean, those algorithms are good.
Well, yeah.
They keep showing you what you want to see.
Well, to me, the best algorithms are like TikTok, because it's not so much reactive. You know, like what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, like, because like if you're scrolling and you stop on a video, it autoplays. That autoplaying counts as an engagement. And did the autoplay, make you stop scrolling?
Yeah.
Well, it's going to say, okay, well, obviously, if you stopped on it, then this is something you want to watch. But the thing about TikTok will take your profile over everything you've watched. It is a predictive algorithm. It can actually feed you stuff that you probably normally would not have looked for, but you will watch. That's why TikTok algorithm is so good. See, that's why YouTube and all them. That's why, like, people say, well, how the crap does TikTok have such a huge valuation? I can see it from the marketing monetary side, but how can it have such a big a monetary valuation?
Yeah,
it does because of that algorithm. Because that algorithm is so good. I mean, that's where the money is. The money's not. Because the marketing side of it is that's a tale as old as time, bro. It's always going. The marketing stuff ain't changed, but it's how it's presented to you. Because at the end of the day, they need to put that content and that subtle nudge. They need to put that in front of you. But if you can if you can create a really, really good predictive algorithm that will feed off of things that it will literally suggest to you that you will be, open to. That's where the money is.
How many people you think are on TikTok?
Oh, dude, it's an ungodly number of people on TikTok. You talking about like watchers or creators?
How about this? Monthly active users worldwide.
Oh, worldwide, it's going to be a tremendous number.
1.9 billion.
Yeah, it's a lot.
In the United States alone, there are 136 million users.
And it's crazy. There's only, 298 million people in the U.S.?
Yeah.
That's more than half of the people in the U.S. on TikTok.
Are you on TikTok?
No.
Have you ever been?
No.
Neither. They just got bought out by a U.S. company, didn't they?
I have no idea.
I think they got bought out recently.
I don't know, but...
Because they were shutting it off in the United States, and then the president had to get involved or whatever it was, because he was like, no, unless...
Oh, yeah.
Because China owned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I get it, from from the political ramification part of it or whatever, security or whatever. But,
Yeah.
you know, people gonna do what they gonna do. It don't matter. I mean, that's just like people back in the day using the pirate software crap.
Yeah.
You know, they just moved the servers over to some other country and they don't care.
Or change the name or something. It's not like it really
Yeah.
matters. Yeah.
Yeah, it don't
And
matter.
people are still going to put their stuff out there anyway.
Yeah.
If it wasn't going to be on TikTok, it would have been Snapchat or YouTube, or they're still going to do it just to, I don't know, feel connected. Do you feel connected to your audience? Sometimes, to not in a real deep emotional love kind of scenario, but do you feel connected to your? I mean, that's kind of putting you on blast kind of point. I didn't think about that, but
yeah, there's a couple of them I'll marry.
Yeah.
No, but the live streaming did though, because you know, through long form content, even short form content, the only engagement that you're going to have with an audience member is through a comment section. And most of these big creators, they don't reply to comments because they don't have time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would be shocked if they even read 10% of the comments that are left on their post, just because, you know, of the time commitment to making the content.
Oh yeah.
And the sheer volume that they put out. Because, you know, it's funny to me. Boy, you're going ham with that squeaker, boy.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get it.
It's all right. He's going to do it anyway. Just let him do it. It's fine.
But
Man, It's
the
loud.
He's just going to find another one.
That's fine.
the TikTok people, you know, I watch people through other means other than TikTok that are on TikTok, but they post other places too.
Yeah.
I just don't watch the content on TikTok.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is the people that I do watch that I do like, you know, it's like married couples, you know, that they just show the husband and wife interacting, you know, goofy or whatever.
Yeah.
I like watching that stuff. But, you know, interacting with that content, you got to think, okay, well, wow, this is their job. A lot of people don't know that. Like a lot of these people that I watch, like I just did a little bit of research and I'm like, wow, this is their job. This is how they make their money. So, you know, are they making content for the love of making content, or are they making it because it's like, yo, this is our paycheck?
Yeah.
You know, and which at the end of the day, as a viewer, I guess it really don't matter, you know. But it's weird because I am on the other side of the camera. I see it from the other side, not just the consumption side. I see it from the creation side, and you know, it's just a different dynamic. But you know, a lot of people don't think about it. They just, oh, well, I like these people, you know, and you're like, yeah, they're you know, you don't know. You think that, you know, it's a, like we got a chick over in Mobile. Well, she lives, I think she lives up in Saraland or something, named Mama Tot. You heard of her?
Mm-mm.
She's real big on TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok.
And
She on YouTube?
She's just I don't know. I don't know if she's on YouTube. I know she's on TikTok and I think Instagram or whatever. But she's just an old Southern chick, you know, talks very Southern, just talks about, you know, cooking and, you know, life and, you know, whatever. And she got real big, you know, just doing that, you know. But a lot of people that watch her content don't know, like, yo, man, this lady got some deep pockets, yo. She making bank off all this stuff. Yeah, that's her. I think her name's Ophelia, I think.
Let's see.
She's fun.
Yeah, Ophelia.
Yeah, she's a funny chick though. Her content is actually entertaining. I mean, a lot of people, you know, that's another thing too. You know, just how you talk will draw people to you.
Oh yeah.
Like people up north, and even like people down here. You know, like I got a dude in my community, man, that I'm gonna put his business out there, but he be simping, man, for this chick that's up in Maine. You know,
Just because of the way she sounds.
yeah, because she got that Maine accent,
Yeah.
and I'm sitting there, what the hell does a Maine accent sound like? So I had to go stalk the chick just to hear. I'm like, I need to hear what the crap, you know, what's a Maine accent. And then, you know, but it's just something different, you know. I guess, you know, the different it attracts, you know. It's just like, you know,
It's just like British accents.
British people love old Southern twang, you know.
Yeah.
They think it just sounds funny. I like Scottish accent. Like, boy, you give me a redhead Scottish chick with that.
Oh
bro,
Lord.
man, I'm in trouble, bro. You have to hold me back.
God.
You got to evacuate immediately.
Him and Joey both
I know, right?
redheads.
I don't know, man. I got a short video of, I don't know, man. They had over there. They had some redhead festival. It was all these redhead chicks.
It's just called a ginger festival.
Yeah, there you go, Ginger Fest. I'm like,
Ginger Fest.
I'm like, good Lord.
wonder if that's really a thing.
It is.
Ginger, it's really called Gingerfest.
I don't know if it's called Gingerfest.
That's what.
I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say.
all I
Gingerfest?
saw a pan of the camera, man. There's a lot of women, a lot of redhead women. I'm like, oh my Lord, have mercy.
Brad's fixing to make a international trip.
Nah, I can't. I wouldn't come back. Be over there living a life of debauchery.
Oh man, have you got anything lined up for your YouTube channel that you haven't announced yet? Got anything new coming out that besides the fact that you want to do the open the box, pull the product out, and then do a review?
Outside of maybe like that, like tweaking the content I'm already doing, but I mean, I'd love to do more gun content, which obviously I can't do on YouTube.
You'd have to do a whole nother channel.
Yeah, I'd have to do. Well, the problem is the channel will be tied to me. So I'm gonna tell you what's messed up about YouTube.
Wait a minute, with that, because I mean, I know the people that do the gun stuff are monetized outside of YouTube, aren't they?
Almost not really, because
Well, that's clear as mud.
Hitcock 45 YouTube terminated his channel a while back. It was only for like a week, and they reinstated it. But what YouTube did to the gun world was, okay, if you upload gun content, it's pretty much not eligible for ad revenue out the gate. Like you're going to get red flag. It's not going to be eligible for monetization. All right, so you're not going to get paid through AdSense on the video.
Okay.
So you're not going to make a dime from that. So the way gun tubers make money is by sponsors, right? So like Hickok, a lot of his videos, he gets sponsorship from Bud's Guns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like Bud's will send him a firearm, whatever. He'll go out there and make a bunch of jokes and shoot with it, talk about it, and then he'll put a link in the video to Bud's, right?
And then when you buy something
And
from Bud's,
it's kind of like an affiliate link.
Yeah.
Well, YouTube then cracked down because I got hit with this.
Really?
This is how screwed up this is. This affected my channel. In my channel, way a long time ago, all right, I had put links to like some ammo sites, like Ammunition Depot, Sportsman's Guide, stuff like that. I just put them links down there. I said, hey man, here's some helpful links. Like, hey, you looking for MREs? Here's places I get MREs from. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I start getting all these notifications from YouTube about how they pulled my videos down. And I'm talking about I was getting them 3 and 4 a day. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are they pulling down all these videos? And I couldn't get no real clear answer as to why the videos were coming down. Because you don't really get to talk to nobody on YouTube. You got to be big.
Email.
You got to be big to talk to somebody. and so what happened was finally I got creator support. They couldn't tell me nothing. I had to figure this out on my own. And I said, why are these videos coming down? Well, for that time period I was doing that, I quit. I quit on my own doing it.
Yeah.
But none of them videos got messed with. So I said, okay, I just did some basic, snooping. I said, okay, what's the common denominator with all these videos? The only thing I can think of is these links in my intro. And lo and behold, that's what it was. YouTube is so against firearms that you can't link to a company that sells firearms in your description box of your video. That's a no-no.
Really?
So I was fighting. I wasn't fighting. It was a race. I'm trying to edit the comments. I'm trying to edit my description to delete all that before the AI caught it.
Yeah.
So like I'd be sitting there in my computer like I'm like deleting shit, and then I get notification. Oh, they done pulled this video down. As I'm literally editing another video, I'm getting a notification they pulled another video down.
No shit.
So I lost like probably 50 videos. Off
wow.
my channel.
Really?
Yeah, that are gone. They're deleted. They're just gone.
Oh, they deleted them entirely.
They delete them. Yeah, they're gone.
Just because of a link.
Because of a link in the description box. It linked to a company that sold firearms.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's crazy.
So yeah, man.
I mean, I get where
your rights are really important.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, I get where YouTube's coming from. I don't necessarily say I agree with it, but I mean, I get where they're coming from as a corporation perspective.
Well, the problem that comes in, with people is they like saying, "Oh, this is censorship. This is this," and I'm like, well, the problem is YouTube is a corporate entity.
Mm-hmm.
It is not an individual. So YouTube cannot, as a corporation, I guess, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people are gonna have a stroke when I say this. Tell me how wrong I am, but YouTube really can't infringe on you because it's a company. YouTube can't infringe upon your rights, although they can because they do. They do it all the time. Because like there's words you have to censor on YouTube, like the RAPE word.
Oh yeah,
you don't say that. Mm-mm. You say great, bro. You don't say the real word.
Yeah,
because YouTube don't like that.
Instagram don't either.
There's tons of words like that. Oh, that's my phone going off. Oh man, my tribe's wondering what's going on. But yeah, so and it's like, well, I don't care. My thing about YouTube and their backwards ass policies, I don't care. Just come out and say what you want.
Yeah.
I would rather YouTube just send everybody, all the creators of video, and just say, look, bro, we don't like guns. We don't want no gun content on the platform. Just say that, man. And I just wish they'd do that. But they don't do that. They do all this BS, all this, legalese crap.
Yeah. It's just trying to appease everybody
but they're not. That's the problem.
They're just causing more problems for people because that's crazy to hear. You got 50 videos deleted just for links to some stuff.
And the crazy thing is all of it's AI. All of the content regulation is moving to AI. And see the AI, as good as the AI can be, it still makes mistakes.
Oh yeah.
And it's still and here's what people probably don't want to hear is, the AI can have an injected bias in it. They can program the AI to look for certain topics, certain words, that way. And that can be weaponized against certain creators. And it is. And it absolutely is. If I don't want to piss nobody off here, but, if I identified as a woman and I, dyed my hair purple and went on there and started talking about, all this crap they talk about, I wouldn't have no problems on YouTube. I could literally talk about whatever the hell I wanted, But because I'm a white man, I'm according to the world, I'm the devil.
You're the devil. Yeah,
I'm the devil. I'm the root of everybody's problems. Hey man, you stubbed your toe last night. It's my fault. It's stupid. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
But whatever. That's one of the things where it is what it is. And that's going back to what I do on YouTube is, I put my content out there and people gonna either like it, not like it. That's fine. I don't really care because I have no control over that. I have no control. If you click on my video and you like, man, this dude's face is stupid. Okay, well, nice seeing you, bro.
Wait a minute. So you mean if somebody comes to your channel and just doesn't like your face, they can just not be involved?
That's absolutely right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Who would have thought
and that's the thing. Like if I do something that you don't like or because I will talk about, my political and religious beliefs. And I do it on my videos. Like I tell people at the end of my video, I got probably, I don't know, a couple months ago, at the end of the video, I started telling everybody, that, I started praising the Lord, telling everybody, search out the Lord if you need him. And I'm going to continue to do that. And I know there's people that probably get butthurt about it. And I'm like, well,
Did you get some bad feedback?
No, not really. But, did it cause somebody to leave and not come back? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But
I was just wondering if somebody had made a comment in the comment section about it or whatever.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think so.
That'd have been one of the ones I'd have been curious about.
But the problem is, I say that at the end. Nobody stays to the end. Like people, if you can get, like if your video is 10 minutes long, if you get people that are engaged to 5 minutes, man, you a pro.
Yeah.
You a pro. And like I do, man. I set y'all up, man. I'm gonna start doing some real messed up shit at the end of my videos, just to see. And I did I did a video because what I do for my channel members, I'll do the unboxings live.
Yeah.
Just for the channel members. So it's just kind of like pulling the curtain back, although it's not really that great. It's just me, messing up and being aggravated, and people get to see it. But they get to see me create the videos live. And what I did was in one of the videos, I like pieced out, on the video, but I didn't kill the camera, so I just started talking a bunch of shit. and one of my channel members said, "Man, you ought to leave that in the video, at the end. Just leave it in there." And I did. And I said, "Well, nobody gonna see it." And then I did have some people comment,
Yeah.
"Man, we like that. We like that shit you did at the end of the video, And I'm like, "Wow, okay, so there are cool people to watch all." But then again, it could be people that are constipated.
No, that's funny because I was actually going to bring that up. So subscribers are just anybody on YouTube just subscribes to your channel and they get a notification when you push something out new.
Yeah.
Memberships
Memberships are people that actually pay. They come out their pocket.
And what does YouTube set the price, or can you set any price?
I set all that. Now I can.
Not that you don't have anything expensive, but I mean,
No.
if you wanted to do 99 cents, could you?
No, I think the cheapest you can do is $1.99.
Okay.
But I just
YouTube's
set,
going to have to get their cut.
right, because $1.99. I mean, I'm not trying to be a buttwad or anything, but I mean, $1.99 really ain't worth it to even have a membership level at that. I get it. I know there's a lot of people that do,
Yeah.
and I get it. But well, that's really a messed up thing to say. But yeah, YouTube takes 20%, 30%, something like that.
No, I thought it was more than that.
And no, it's not that much. I think it may be 30%. But I did the channel memberships as an experiment. I didn't do them to actually with the intention of fleecing my audience for money.
Yeah.
Because what it was, YouTube, once I started getting close to 10,000 subs, YouTube started, man, relentlessly. Every time I would log into my creator studio, man, I would constantly have these alerts from YouTube. Hey, man, you need to do this channel membership. You need to do this and you need to do this. And it was every time I logged in. So one day I just had the idea because, we live or die on YouTube by impressions.
Yeah.
That's what makes or breaks you on YouTube is how much YouTube controls your success. Like right now, I could be a 1 million sub channel if YouTube pushed my content out.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if the content, and this is going to be really messed up for me to say. It almost don't matter if the content's good or not. It's just
because it would just push it to so many people.
How it would push it to so many people.
Yeah.
So
don't they have I mean, not that I suggest anybody do this to a degree, but can't you pay them to push your content?
They do have that now. You can, I think it's called like highlighted content or something. I've seen it, but I haven't. I'm not interested in doing none of that crap. But I did.
You want it to grow naturally. Yeah,
but with the channel memberships, I was curious because I was like, okay, well, YouTube is seeing that my channel constantly. The one good thing, my channel has never stayed stagnant. It's always growing.
Yeah.
Now the growth might not be big, but it's constantly always growing.
Yeah, one or two.
It's always getting big. It's always growing. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this channel membership bullshit. I'm gonna create it, but I'm not gonna tell anybody. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do all the steps. Like you gotta, create like emojis, special emojis or channel badges and all this crap. So I said, I'm going to do all that. And, I went and I got some cool little channel badges and then I got some cool emojis and I made like 3 categories. I made one for $4.99. All right. $5 a month.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money. So I said, okay, well, I'll do $4.99. And then I did another tier at like $9.99. And then I did another tier at like $24.99. And then I said, okay, well, I'm just going to make it go live. I'm going to make the feature go live. I'm going to sit back because, like you said, when you go into that analytics studio, you can see the impressions.
Yep.
And I said, okay, so what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start tracking after I made this feature go live. And I'm going to see if YouTube would say, oh, he's trying to reach into the pockets of his people. We're going to push his content out more.
Yeah.
Right. So I was just doing it as an experiment. I just wanted to see like, okay, will YouTube, give me more impressions, which will lead to more views and more members or more channel subscribers. And I said, so I'm gonna do that just to see. It was just an experiment. Well, I'm doing a live stream, right? And one of the guys in the live stream go, hey Brad, what's up with this channel membership stuff? And I'm like, oh, don't. I told him basically what I just told you.
Yeah.
I said, I just did that because YouTube wouldn't shut up about it. So I did it, and I just want to see if it pushes my content out more. Then people started subscribing to it. And I can't stop them. You know, I can't stop them from doing it.
Yeah, it's just there.
And so then I felt bad because I told them, I said, don't subscribe. These badass little kids, man. I told them, I said, don't do this. I said, I'm just doing it as an experiment. And all these people started subscribing. So then I felt, then I had guilt.
No,
because I'm like, well, they're paying me.
No. Hold on. I got to cut you off there. Don't feel bad about it because, I mean, think of it this way. You go to the movies, you got to pay to see the movie, right? You see the movie one time. If they like your channel and they're watching your content, they're getting it free all year long.
Yeah.
So what's $5?
Well, here's the thing.
Do you have a one-time donation button also, or is that not something YouTube does?
No. Well, they can do super chats and super thanks.
What is that?
Super thanks is like on a regular video. There's a little button there, you know, like by where you go to comment.
Yeah.
It's a little like, I think it's a little like $ sign or something. But like after the video is posted, like if you watch the video and you're like, oh man, I really enjoyed that, you can hit that button and you can actually donate to the creator on that video in a super thanks.
Yeah.
And you can put a little message. You're like, hey man, I really enjoyed this video. You know, here's $10 or whatever. You know, you can do that. Or you know, during a live stream, you can send a super chat. You know, which highlights whatever you have to say. Now super chats are good for live stream creators that have like a lot of views. Because, you know, if you have like 1,000 people, man, the chat be going so fast. Yeah. There's no way you can't read all the stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you want, like, if I'm watching somebody
and you want to be,
and I want them to respond to me, I can send them like $3-4.
Yeah.
And I can put whatever I wanted to say in the super chat, and then the creator will see that.
Yeah, I got you.
And if they're a decent human being, you gave them money, they'll respond to it. You know, if they're not a douche canoe.
Well, I mean, you know, it's I told my kid before, it's like, you know, if you want to be a millionaire, you don't have to create something extravagant. You just need to create something small that costs $1 that 1 million people will give you $1 for.
Right.
I mean, that's still true to this day, which is, you know, apparent by all the social media people or influencers who are making money because, because I mean, you know, they created something that I'll give you $1 for, and 1 million people did it.
Yeah. And that's something that I think has been a business tale. It's been, you know, as long as, you know, business has ever been conducted.
Oh yeah.
But you know, the vacuum cleaner joke. You know, you ever heard the vacuum cleaner joke? Or the dude comes up to him. He says, "Hey man, what you do for a living?" He said, "Oh man, I sell vacuum cleaners." He said, "Really?" "Yeah." He said, "Well, what kind of vacuum cleaner?" "Oh, it's the vacuum cleaner over here." "How much it cost?" $1 million. And he says, "Damn, $1 million for a vacuum cleaner?" He says, "Yeah." "You ever sold one?" He said, "Not yet, but boy, if I ever do." I mean, yeah, you know, you can, and to me, I have kind of framed it that way because I'm one of those people that I'm very humble when it comes to someone giving me compliments, or especially, you know, giving me a donation.
Yeah.
It makes me feel weird. But on the same side, you know, like I watch a lot of Twitch and YouTube. You know, I don't really watch TV. I watch all the online stuff. But there's people, you know, that I follow on Twitch that I really like. You know, I really enjoy, like when I be, you know, doing stuff on my computer, you know, I'll put that on another monitor and just be glancing at them.
Yeah.
You know, and like, you know, I'll be sitting there watching it, you know, whatever, and sometime it come up, you know, hey, it's the dude's birthday or the chick's birthday, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And oh, it's a birthday stream. You know, I go in there, dude. I'll donate him, you know, $25, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And just to see their reaction. I mean, I don't do it to see their reaction, but obviously I'm watching.
Yeah.
And the people, you know, just being appreciative and making them happy, you know, it makes me happy.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is I can't flip that same thinking around to myself to be like, well, hey man, these people, they're gracious enough to give you money because they appreciate you. That's a hard thing. It's a hard thing to wrap your head around that, like, because, you know, I don't see value in what I do. So that, I guess that is kind of a negative view that I have of myself. It's like I don't see, because I know there's so much more stuff I want to do that I think has more value than what I do now.
Yeah.
So when people watch my content now, I'm like, oh man, dude, I want to do more for y'all. You know, I really do. Like I want to do better content, more engaging content, more stuff that you guys want to see. But you guys just don't know, man. It takes so much time to do that. And like I said, dude, I mean, I come home, my wife works. So, I have to, I do a lot of stuff around the house, and I got 2 kids. So I'm constantly, either having to go somewhere, do something. And it's like, oh, hey, I need, like 5 hours tonight to do this video.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, okay. So I go to work, I come home, maybe spend time with my kids, maybe see my wife for like 5 minutes. And I do this content, but I don't have no time for me. I don't have no time to do something I want to do other than the content. Now, I do like doing the content.
Yeah.
But I mean, just like you, like playing Xbox.
Yeah.
You don't have time for that because you got to do the content.
Yeah.
Now, you can get enjoyment out of the content, but bro, I'll be playing World of Warcraft Classic, man. Burn Crusade just launched. I'm trying to play that. I'm trying to do that.
You're trying to get back into that.
Yeah. Well, I've been back into it. And I never really was out of it. I just took hiatuses every now and then. But yeah, and I don't know. It's weird, especially now, because I'm getting a lot of people that are joining my channel memberships, and I tell them constantly how much I appreciate it, and how and I'm very thankful for it, and that they didn't have to do it, but I'm still very much, gracious about it. And, but yeah, dude, I watch some people, man, that, like in a live stream session, I've seen people get thousands of dollars, in just like 2 hours, 3 hours, get thousands of dollars. And I'm sitting here like, dude, that to me, like, I can't wrap my head around, like, my brain almost don't parse that. Like, if I do a stream for, if I sit down for like 3 hours and suddenly, I've got $5,000 coming to me from that time.
Yeah.
Like, to me, dude, I can't wrap my head around that. And see, I got a buddy of mine who he does content on YouTube, and he quit his job and he does it full time.
Good Lord.
And he's one of the guys when I first started that really, kept prodding me to create content. And he told me, he said, let me tell you something, dude. He said, don't stop, because it can change your life.
Who is it on YouTube? I'm fixing to look it up now.
His channel is, oh my God, my mind just went blank.
Okay, yeah, now this looks bad.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I'm old, so, and I don't remember it.
If only there was a way you could look up and see who you're subscribed to. If there was a device in front of you that you could look at.
It's Alabama. It'll come to me in a second. Oh my God. You definitely need to edit this out.
No, we're leaving this.
This is bad. He's he don't listen to your podcast, so it's okay.
No, that's fine. But I mean,
he's gonna be like, damn, man, I thought we were
subscribe
friends.
to him, don't you?
Well, I'm subscribed to him, not on my channel.
Oh,
I'm not hardly subscribed to anybody on my channel.
oh okay.
Yeah, you guys don't know. I'm a dirty motherfucker on YouTube. I've got another channel, dude. I'm entrenched in so much YouTube drama, but I don't do it on my channel. I got another channel that nobody knows that will not
all
ever
right.
be
Well,
known.
if you can't remember it before you leave, when you remember, which will be probably 2 days from now,
yeah,
text me and let me know.
But he does he did a lot of, now I don't know, I ain't talked to him in a while because of all the gun stuff that happened on YouTube, because he does gun stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met him at the range. Cause he
really?
Yeah, he come up to the range, and I ain't never seen him before, and I get introduced to him, and he's like, yeah, man, I come up here and it's a guy I ain't never seen before. And that's when I was going to the range like literally every weekend, and I knew pretty much everybody that went to the range. And he come up, and he said, and I met him. He's a super nice guy, and Alabama Arsenal.
There we go.
And he says, yeah, man, I'm gonna go up here and shoot a video. I'm like, a video? And it's like, what do you mean a video? He said, yeah, man, I got a YouTube channel. I'm like, really? And that's when I was doing YouTube, but I was only doing like one video a month.
Yeah.
And so I talked to him a little bit about content creation. I was like, yeah, man, that's cool, man. And yeah, I mean, he had all his camera gear and everything, and he was I think he was testing out some pistols or something, or some silencers or something. And yeah, that was cool. He was a cool dude.
No, he just got one more subscriber. He's at like 181.
Yeah.
181,000.
But the thing is there's so many ways to make money doing content creation, because you are a marketing tool at that point. If you can get people to watch you, that's I mean, that's what the TV is. You know, you're doing what the TV does.
You want to know what's harder to get people to watch you is to get people to listen to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and
but nobody wants to see this ugly mug, so I stay on
and see, that's the thing. That's where you're wrong. People do want to see you. See what you're doing what everybody does that makes the mistake. You think you're taking your view and you're putting it on everybody else, saying that nobody wants to see me. Nobody wants to see this ugly face. No.
Well, maybe it's I don't want to be seen.
That's it. That's it. It don't have nothing to do. It has to do with what you want. But the problem is, okay, like when I started doing YouTube, one of the things that I could not absolutely stand about me watching videos is the disembodied hands. I couldn't stand watching that. People doing a review of something, and it's just two hands.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the person. So when I started doing videos, I was like, well, I want to do what I watch. And I want people to see me. You know, well that does make a big deal.
Well, I can tell you that there are people who like that because I think we talked about it on one of these podcasts before, but they make tiny little food. That's all that it is. All you see is the hands, and they are literally making a burger the size of your thumb.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah. Then they'll do stuff, and it's tiny little stuff. And I caught myself just sitting there watching it. And I was like, I have been watching this for the last 30 fucking minutes. I was like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Right.
And just making tiny little food, just somebody's hands making, they got little knives, tiny little mayonnaise jar, and they're literally putting it on there. And I was like, oh my God. Well, so there's some people that like that. That consequently, that channel had a lot of subscribers.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
And I understand it's not what you liked, but it is. There's an audience for it.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you did this podcast right here, right, and let's say, well, even where it is now, because like right now, I don't know. I guess nobody knows we're in Brad's kitchen. Like he's got a ginormous island in his kitchen, and that's where we're parked at right here with all this bullshit doing this podcast.
A lot of gear.
But if you set a camera up on the other end right here, just pointed this way where you could show everybody, people would want to watch that. Because they just want to see, they want to have the visual to go with the voice.
Oh,
there's a lot of people. There's way more people that want that than want it the other way.
Oh,
just like Joe Rogan's podcast. Joe Rogan could do that podcast without being on video.
Oh yeah,
it would have never been as big as it was had he not done that.
No, I agree.
But do people want to show them and watch Joe Rogan's ugly ass? No, it's just you want to see the guy talking to you.
Okay, well that's going to lead me. Okay, since we're going down this rabbit hole, you had made a comment on one of your live streams here recently that made me want to ask you about this. You said you were doxxed?
Yeah.
Can you tell that story?
Yeah. I had cops come up to my house.
Was it a live stream or?
No, I was asleep. I was getting ready to go to bed. It was like 10:30 at night.
Really?
Yeah.
And no idea who doxxed you?
Yeah, all of a sudden I was sitting there and I heard beating on my door. And I looked at my wife and I was like, this is, out of the ordinary. So it's like, damn, was that somebody beating on the door? And I got cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed my phone, I opened my camera out, and I looked, and there's two units. There's two marked units in front of my house, and there's police at my door, beating on my door. And I'm like, all right, let me go see what the hell, because, I didn't immediately think that someone had swatted me.
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe just some bullshit's going on in the neighborhood or whatever. So I go to the door, and no, they had somebody call. They couldn't tell me. They just said, somebody called.
Yeah.
Said some bullshit, And I'm like, well, how the fuck did somebody get my address? Nobody knows my real name. It's just Brad. My name's Brad, but damn, there's a lot of. Shit, your name's Brad.
I know, right?
So there's a lot of there's a lot more Brads out there than you think. But yeah, and yeah, I ain't had it happen since then. But and I'm the thing is like I'm not controversial unless you prod me into being controversial.
Yeah.
But that goes into a whole different sphere. Like to me, there ain't nothing nobody can say to me online that's gonna make me do anything in real life.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing. Because to me, and see what people don't understand about me is like, and when you get into content creation, there's a lot of people ain't built for it. because no matter what you do, you're gonna get negativity. It
Oh,
doesn't.
all
It
the
doesn't.
time.
It doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
You can come on there, and you can be doing the most milk toast vanilla content that don't offend nobody, has nothing to do with nothing. You could just do that, and there's gonna be people coming there and they're gonna be hating on you.
Yeah.
It don't matter. And there's a lot of people can't handle that. You know, like somebody come in, and to be honest with you, as long as I've been on YouTube, and all the comments I got, and it's been a lot, I've had one comment. Well, actually two. I had like 2 comments really get under my skin.
Uh-oh.
But it didn't prod me to like respond to them
Yeah.
or nothing. It's
Do you
just, it's just
remember
I
what-
just read it. Well, yeah, one motherfucker said I look like Osama bin Laden. and if that cocksucker hears that, man, fuck you. But I mean,
Didn't you have a hat on or something too
No,
at the
man,
time? Or
I
was
had-
just the beard cut?
no, man, it was just the way my beard looked, man. And I'm like, this motherfucker, man. Because I went back and looked at it, and I'm like, damn, I do look like that motherfucker,
Yeah, I was
man.
fixing to say.
That pissed me off so bad, dude.
I think it's just because of the
it's the
way-
shape.
Because
It was perfectly straight.
Well,
And
yeah,
that's, that's how it
you
looked.
got a narrow little head, and then it came down into the beard that looked exactly the same way. So I mean,
Look here, man. You ain't had to say all that shit, man. But yeah, man, that got to me because it just it got to me. But
what was the other one?
I can't even remember now. But I do
So-
remember there was another comment. I brought it up in a live stream, man. I told everybody, and they thought it was funny as shit, man. I was like, man, that's messed up, bro. But no,
The only reason it made it good is because I went and looked in the mirror, and I do look like that mother.
I know. That's what I said. I looked at the video. I'm like, damn. That I did. To be honest with you, I think that's why it got to me because I was like, oh shit, it kind of does look that way. But no, like you can come in there and you can say whatever. I mean, you can say I'm a fuckhead, I'm stupid, my videos suck. Jump off a bridge. None of that
Yeah.
shit bothers me because. And I told people, like I had a dude come in a live stream talking reckless. And I just told him, and I said, okay, now I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna be nice to you. You don't know what I do on YouTube. You think Brad's journey is all I do. It ain't. I am in 3 roast sectors on YouTube. I know how to roast you, and I'll hurt your feelings. And I said, you do not want me on your ass. I promise you. I said, because, dude, I grew up an iron worker. I know how to roast people, and I will make you feel bad and hurt your feelings. I said, so we ain't gonna go there, because I don't want to put out there that I'm that type of person, but I am that type of person. So I try to keep it respectable. But
Yeah.
But so yeah, there's people that can't do that can't handle that kind of criticism, And then there's people that don't want to get on camera because they think people gonna make fun of how they look. And I'm like, bro, you could be an Adonis, and people gonna nitpick something.
Oh yeah.
And they gonna find some way. I mean, you could have a good physique. They gonna make fun of that. They gonna be meathead motherfucker. They
Yeah.
gonna say all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah.
So it don't matter. But there's people, like I said, there's people that can't handle that. They take it too personal, and then they let that negativity creep in, and then it destroys them. And it's way more common than you think. Because I've seen it. Like I have physically seen people get ran off YouTube. Like they're making content
just because
and they're getting so much negativity and hate that they quit uploading. Like I have seen people that I actually enjoyed that are no longer uploading content because people just come after them. And once those people get that reaction out of you and they know that they're hurting your feelings, they're gonna ratchet that pressure
They're
up.
piling up. Yeah.
And so to me, I love it. Like when people come in there, they try to flame me. I love it because I'm like, hey, cuz, you just don't realize I took time of your life that you never gonna get back. How you gonna compete with that?
All right. Next time you live stream, I'm gonna jump on there and I'm gonna start taking jabs at you.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm bulletproof, dog.
Okay. So one of the things you had made the comment before earlier, which was you left the funny stuff at the end of your video.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie Winnebago Man?
No.
So it's this guy who sold Winnebagos back in the day. So it's kind of the early version. I'm not gonna say it's the early version of that, but it's the guy sells Winnebagos. He's a salesman. He sells Winnebagos, and they put together all of his like your stuff at the end. All of his. I'm trying to get it right because I mean you see a commercial. You want it to be good from beginning to end with no hiccups or anything. But it's just this guy and like preparing for something. He's like, yeah, and over here we have a 12 cubic feet fucking goddamn refrigerator. Why the fuck did I say that? And the guy would just go off on a rampage.
Yeah.
And they took all of those clips of him fucking up and cussing and made a movie about it.
Yeah, really.
And
That's cool.
And it was fucking hilarious. It was one of the funnier things I've seen there. Because, I mean, it's just like, like I said, it's just the guy's like trying to be professional and on camera. And then, well, I done fucked that. It's just like bloopers when you watch at the end when you get a DVD or something.
And
it's like, here's the blooper thing.
And that funny thing, that's the funniest shit.
Yeah.
It's the bloopers,
Because, and that was all that it was.
Yeah.
So you leaving that in the end, I can totally get people like it.
Yeah, and see, the crazy thing about that is what the stuff that people think they don't want to watch. And it's like, but that's the stuff that people want to watch. It's the stuff that you think they don't want to watch.
Yeah, I mean, we watch YouTube to get away from real life.
Right.
I don't want to.
Right.
That's the reason I can't stand like Sims games.
Yeah.
I don't want to play a game playing real life.
Yeah.
Real life is hard enough as it is. I want to be entertained.
I'm gonna tell you what blows my mind, man. The people that play these trucking simulators.
Oh my God.
I watched a dude. He had a full blown rig built inside his living room. I mean, like I thought when I clicked on it, I thought he was just a truck driver, and he had a camera behind him. And then I realized, nah, man, this homeboy, he done built the cab of a truck in his living room. It looks, I'm like, it looks like the dash of a Peterbilt.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, just go be a fucking truck driver. I mean, you're doing everything except for actually just really
driving
doing
the
it.
truck. I don't know. The big rigs are harder to drive than you think.
Not for me, man. I drive the shit out of them.
Oh, I have to send you this. I think the guy's on Instagram. He does Instagrams, and that's all he does is he drives trucks. He's got the inside all set up for fucking lights, and everything is just super fancy and stuff. And the guy can really drive a truck.
Yeah.
Like I watched this motherfucker park it in places where I was like, how the fuck did he do that?
Yeah.
But the guy is fucking good. He's just jamming out music and he's having a blast driving the truck. And it's like, I don't know, that shit's fucking hard. Whoa, that's a big yawn.
God dang.
I offered you some coffee. You want a Monster?
No.
All right, so we'll pivot away from your YouTube stuff. So you pulled a float in the Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, yesterday.
So happy Mardi Gras to everybody. Hope you at least hit one parade.
The real Mardi Gras in Mobile, Alabama.
Where it originated.
Not that bullshit over in New Orleans.
Well, we said it on the last episode, which was Mobile started it. New Orleans made it famous.
No, Mobile didn't. New Orleans didn't make it famous.
New Orleans made it notorious.
New Orleans made the partying famous, but not Mardi Gras itself. There is nothing in New Orleans that New Orleans does that even holds a candle to what we do in Mobile.
I mean, I'm not saying that, but if you go ask anybody outside of Mobile, 100 people where Mardi Gras started, they're probably going to say New Orleans.
That's just because people just...
Well, that's what I'm saying. Mobile started it, but New Orleans made it famous.
Well...
Because everybody's going to say New Orleans.
Well, it's just because they put more marketing behind it. Behind New Orleans. Because, they use...
It's notorious.
Because New Orleans used Mardi Gras as marketing to bring people to New Orleans.
Yeah, it worked.
Because nobody else gives a shit about New Orleans. When you go there, it smells like piss. And there's vagrants everywhere. And there's a slight chance you're going to get robbed. I
go there 4 times a week.
Yeah, but you work there. You ain't going there for leisure. You ain't going there. Okay,
Not anymore.
Okay, how about this? Next year, are you going to be driving your ass over there all the time?
Probably after the end of next year, no.
Okay, there you go. That's what I'm saying. After you ain't got a job over there.
But I mean...
What the fuck's for you over in New Orleans? Nothing. Exactly.
The
airport.
There we go.
Yeah, that's about it.
If I have to take her to the airport for something, then yeah.
But other than that, I mean, people go to New Orleans that don't live here for the experience.
Yeah.
They want to go down there and walk down Bourbon Street. And I get it, I mean, it's a nice place.
Certain
parts.
No, because so I did go down there recently because a friend of mine came down from Virginia.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we'll come by the house. So I don't want to go down there. And he was like, no, he's like, it was like 3 or 4 couples that went down there for something.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I'm going to peel away. Just come down here and hang out. I was like, oh, fuck. Fine. And I went down there, and I'm not going to lie. I had fun, but I was with friends.
Yeah.
Him and his wife, because I couldn't get Tammy to get out of the house. But hadn't seen the man in 10 years.
Yeah. There's something wrong with her. I don't know what. You need to do something. She got vertigo. Vertigo, my ass. That's a selective vertigo.
Yeah, I know, right? Just like the
We got to go entertain people. Yeah, my vertigo kicking in, baby.
just like the selective,
I need to go back to the bedroom.
just like the selective headaches too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, my head hurts.
You just give her a bottle of aspirin before. I ain't got no damn headache. Gotcha, bitch. now you got to go. You done told me you ain't got no headache. Yeah, my feet hurt.
All right, so the Mardi Gras parade. How long did obviously it was fun. You just pull the floats, right?
Yeah.
And you don't participate in tossing or any of that stuff.
No, shit. I can't do all that. I got to pay attention.
How long did the parade last?
We run. Well, that's a loaded. That's kind of a bad question.
Well, the one that you did yesterday.
Well, the one we did yesterday, the route usually takes an hour, 30 minutes. But
So that's wait a minute. So you were there? Would you say 8 hours?
Yeah, I was there 8 hours.
But the actual pulling of the float only took an hour and a half.
Yeah, hour and a half.
Oh, geez.
Because we have to go like yesterday, the parade started at 6:30. We have to be at the float barn, like all the trucks that pull, because all of our guys, we all have big audio systems in the trucks. So we played a lot of music. So we all had to be at the float barn at 3 o'clock. We have to be there at 3 o'clock because we have to pull the floats out of the float barn. Then, because the floats are big, we are coordinated with Mobile PD.
Yeah.
Because we have to have all of the cops. We have to have all the motorcycle cops.
Yeah.
And the the regular units, because they have to close all the streets to get us to the staging area.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of streets that got to be closed. So that takes a hot minute. And then the floats have to be in a certain order.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The floats are numbered. And they are never in the barn in the correct order.
Of course not.
So the problem is the floats are big. So we have like for this parade here, we pulled out of this one barn where we go to a street that's 4 lane, and we have to stop there, and that's where the cops get us an order because we got room to go side by side each other.
Yeah.
So we have to do that bullshit. So we have to get everybody in the correct order. Then we have to wait on them because like last night there was 3 trains. There was ours and 2 more. So we had to wait on them because they were coming from other barns.
Yeah.
So, and then, we had one in front of us. So we had to wait on them. So the cops had to close the street we were on where we were lined up in the correct order. But they had to close the next street because there was another train of floats coming that were in front of us. So we couldn't go until they were there.
Yeah. So
we had to wait on them to get their ass over there so we could go behind them. Then once we all line up, we sat there about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because then the riders, have to come from the Waterfront Convention Center. They have to come to where we are
to get on the float.
To get on the floats.
Yeah.
And then once they, the guys got to bring the generators and hook the generators up.
Good Lord, and those people are carrying all their throws too.
No, the throws are.
Are they already on it?
Yeah. That's way too much.
I was going to say
the floats are fully loaded when we get them from the barn.
Oh, okay.
All the throws are on them. Everything's on them. All they got to do is just put their asses on the float and get to their spot, and they're good to go. And then, you start the parade, and then, like the first street we turn onto, the cops will be there, and then the organizers will be there because, it's not just a parade of floats. Like they'll have a band, horses.
Yeah.
The dudes on little golf carts.
I was going to say the hat people, what are they called?
The Shriners.
Shriners, that's it.
Yeah, they'll be there, and they'll be stopping the floats to let them come in, and then they'll pull a float out. Then there'll be other bullshit, and then another float will go out. And then when you get on the route, the parade will hit a snag, and everybody had to stop for a couple minutes, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And but normally about an hour and a half it takes to run a route, and then when we get back to where we stop, we don't go back to the same place. We go to another street, and then all the riders get off. And then, they have to clear out the float. The people got to come get the generators. All the cops got to get there, And
sounds like a lot of work.
And a lot of time we got to wait because the parade's over.
Yeah.
So
and
now
you have to do the exact same thing in reverse.
Yeah, but now the problem is you got the mass exodus of people.
Oh, yeah. Good
that
Lord.
are trying to leave the parade. There's a lot of traffic. So we have to sit there while the traffic dies down a little bit because they got to close streets
Yeah.
for us to get back to the float barn.
And that was one of the smaller parades too, wasn't it? Because I think we were talking about earlier. What'd you say? There was like 50?
This one probably had like 50 odd floats in it because it was 3 trains and ours was 13. Ours had 13 floats and there was 2 more that probably had, around the same number.
Yeah.
But
Mardi Gras Day is the big one, right?
no, MLK is the biggest parade we got.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How many floats are in that one?
Every float.
100?
More.
Really?
Yeah. I think the last year I pulled MLK. I'm not doing it no more. I did it one time. I did it last year because everybody told me, like in our group, they're like, yeah, man, you need to pull MLK at least once. And for any of you guys listening that don't know, just type in on YouTube MLK Parade, Mobile, Alabama, and just watch a video of it. It'll blow your mind. Like down here, the Condi Cavaliers is the first organization that rolls in Mobile. They kick off Mardi Gras. So they get a lot of people because it's the first parade, right? So last year, Mobile PD estimated that I think the Condis, when they rolled, I think they had 45,000 people in downtown Mobile.
Good Lord.
Right? But they weren't the biggest. I think MOTs had more because, they got the dragon. I think they're the ones with the dragon floats
I think so.
that everybody wants to go see.
Yeah.
So I think if I remember correctly, PD said that they estimated there might have been like 55,000 people
Good Lord.
down there for MOTs. All right. Here's a problem. MLK had upwards of 150,000 people.
No fucking way. In downtown Mobile.
Downtown Mobile. It's a fucking madhouse.
Jeez.
It's every float. And then some wagons and shit that people just get on. And let me tell you something, dude. I ain't ever seen nothing like that shit. We had to be at the float barn at 6 o'clock in the morning.
And it started when?
It started midday, but I didn't get home. I got to the float barn at 6 o'clock that morning. I didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning.
The next day.
The next day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because it was just, it's such a production, man.
Oh,
and I'm
man.
like, and dude, when I got home, I said, I ain't doing that shit again. I saw it. It was it was a spectacle, bro. It was there was like the first part of the parade, it goes through a poor section of Mobile.
Yeah.
A real, kind of, just disenfranchised part of Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
And the people, that ride because, as the name states, MLK, it's a lot of black people
Yeah.
on the and they're the coolest shit. The coolest shit people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you how crazy it is. All right. When we got down there, we got to the part where we were all at, and we're like, all right, well, now we just got to wait for like 3 hours and do nothing. But there's people lined up cooking everywhere. I mean, this black dude come to me, hey man, you hungry? Man, we got some Kaneka sausage dogs, and we got chicken and down and ribs, And I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, man. So a lot of cool people, a lot of really, really, really good people down there. But they, the guys come and got me, and they're like, all right, hey, we got to go over here to the stadium. And I'm like, for what? We got to blow breathalyzer.
What?
I'm like, I thought he was joking. All the people that pull, we had to take a breathalyzer. Mobile PD gave us all breathalyzer.
No shit.
And I'm like,
I get the reasoning. But
I get the reason.
wow.
I get the reason too, but that's only for MLK that they do that they make us blow breathalyzer.
They didn't do it for the.
And no other parade. And because that's what I
Jeez.
said. I thought it was a joke, and I went down. And I said, "Oh shit, this is serious."
You hadn't been drinking, right?
But no, I don't. I'm not that irresponsible. But it's crazy because we all blew the breathalyzer, and we have to give them our driver's license. We have to sign a thing, and we take the breathalyzer, and they give us the shit back. So we was walking back to the trucks, and all these women come up to me. These black women come up to me, and they're like, "Hey, baby, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, ma'am, I'm good. How are you doing?" I said, "You ready to have a good time?" She said, "Oh, yeah, baby." She said, "You want something to drink?" I'm like, "No, ma'am, I'm cool, man." She opened her damn coat. She had a bottle of Hennessy.
Get out.
Yeah. And they was all drunk as shit. And I said, "No, ma'am." I said, "I'm not drinking." I said, "I'm driving the truck." I said, "I just want y'all to get on the float and have a good time." I said, I'm going to take care of y'all. I said, "I'm not drinking." I said, "I got water in here. I'm good." I said, I'm good. But let me tell you something, man. They were handing out TVs.
What?
Toaster ovens,
Oh my God.
all kinds of shit. They had one guy. Now, my brother told me that he had a dude on his float that he had a bottle of something,
Yeah.
like some kind of liquor. And he was, because there's no barricades. That first part, you pull through, there's no barricades. So all the mob of people,
Just come up to you.
they're right there on the fender of my truck. And they're right there on the edge of the float.
Good Lord.
Because there's so many people, the cops can't control that many people.
Yeah.
So there was a dude, he was on the float. He just had the bottle. He was pouring the bottle out. And the people had cups, man. They were all catching it, And I'm like, good
Oh, how
Lord.
funny.
Let me tell you something. It was something that, if you ain't ever seen it, bro, it's crazy.
Okay. Since you got more experience than I do, if there's any place you could pick in the route for throws, where would you be at?
To catch?
Yeah. The end?
No. The end, nobody has throws. And see, that's the thing people don't. And it's funny you say that because I thought about this last night because I had one of the guys that manages the float barn. He jumped in my truck on the route. We were about a quarter way in, and I'm driving, and I'm playing music and everything, and I'm just chilling, looking at the crowd, and I see this dude like on the side on my right. He's frantically waving at me, and it caught my peripheral vision. I looked over at him, and I seen it was the guy from the float barn, and he's like, "Hey, man," because I was riding by myself, and he said, "Can I jump in the truck with you?" I'm like, "Yeah, come on, man, come on." So he jumped in the truck with me, and so we were talking, and we talked the whole rest of the route, and I was sitting there, and I don't know, it just weird. It popped in my mind because the parade route loops back to itself, and it's crazy because the crowd that's there on the loop, they're still there.
Oh, yeah. Beginning and end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no point because once the parade goes by in that stretch of is it Broad Street? I can't remember. But anyway, it loops back to government. So when you come back through, pretty much all the riders are out. They done through everything. So like once the parade passes you, you're free to leave because you done seen the parade.
Yeah.
You just gonna catch it. You just gonna catch it at the loop. You're gonna see the same shit again. The only thing is pretty much because especially floats that got kids on them, kids are crazy. Like, dude, they'll be on the float, and we ain't even started the parade yet, and they throwing shit to the people that are just walking by the float.
I was going to say the ones that we've been to here locally, we went. Ours was St. Patty's Day parade, and they threw out food.
Yeah.
And we were kind of in the middle, but we could just shoot over that way and get to the end. And when they got to the end, they was just throwing gobs of stuff just to get rid of everything.
Yeah,
they had.
it's not like that here.
No.
They'll be empty three-quarters of the way through. The floats are complete.
Yeah, they get trigger happy.
Oh yeah. Nobody's dumping shit at the end. I mean, maybe like first time people that join the organization and it's their first time riding, they don't know how to do it.
Yeah, they're out quick.
But them guys that been doing this for a long time,
They know how to pace themselves.
yeah, they'll be completely empty by the time you make you coming down the home stretch because they don't want to have to unload the shit.
Yeah.
So they dump everything. Like you said, a lot of people, they oh shit, this is the end. We got all these boxes. Just dump them over the side of the float.
Yeah,
and that's what they do.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it don't happen. It happens, but it don't happen very often because, like I said, most of these guys, they know the drill. So, like my float,
And they were giving out TVs at one point.
yeah, at MLK, yeah,
Jeez.
because like I said, we go through poor neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and so the people, they trying to give back. So yeah, man, the toaster ovens, all kinds of weird shit like weave. I mean, I seen chicks throwing weave and like eyelashes,
Oh no.
all
way.
that shit. Yeah, all kinds of shit. Not just like beads and shit.
Yeah.
But they throw out food. They throw out like ramen,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit like that. You know,
Yep.
they'll be throwing that stuff.
Well, that's the reason I said I like the St. Patty's Day parades here because they're giving out cabbage, onions, carrots,
Yeah,
ramen,
yeah,
everything just to make potatoes,
yeah,
just to make
Yeah.
food.
yeah. But I mean, once you do it, I mean, I don't even remember how many years I've been pulling. I think like 5 years I've been pulling.
Well, that's like I tell everybody, you should do New Orleans Mardi Gras at least once. I did it more than once growing up, because I was close by, but I won't do it again.
I did it I think I was down there one year when I was a teenager, and it's the same shit. I mean,
It's fun once.
I don't know.
All the women flashing for beads.
Now
It was a great time.
Now that's one thing I will say. If you just want to see some,
Topless women.
some titties, go to New Orleans. You're not going to see that in Mobile.
No.
I don't think I've ever seen
A pair.
I don't think in Mobile I've seen a set of titties. Now I've seen some chicks leaning over the barricades, with some skimpy ass shit on. They had some big old jugs, but no, they ain't like just pulling their shirts up, going woo, dope as a bead.
Yep.
It ain't like that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that in Mobile when I was there either.
But you see that in New Orleans
All the time.
yeah, all the time.
You see it not during Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous. They're just there, and that's the mentality.
Yeah.
Like you said, brainwashed. And
that's where that back in the day, that Girls Gone Wild shit.
Oh yeah,
All that shit was filmed in New Orleans.
Man.
Well, where it got started.
Yeah, you see the documentary on that guy?
Yeah.
I
No, I don't know if I seen a documentary. I seen a lot of like exposés on him.
Yeah.
Because he got sued.
Oh yeah.
And the civil lawsuits got thrown out because he's like, the chicks are like, well, hey, we didn't agree to you filming us, and they're like, problem is you on a public easement, you on a sidewalk, your perception of privacy goes out the window.
Oh yeah.
Because you're in a public space. So hey, they told him like, well, we're sorry, but if you didn't want your titties broadcast everywhere, don't flash them in public.
Well, yeah, it went deep. The documentary gets deeper than that because there was a lot of fucked up shit going on.
Oh well, because after the Girls Gone Wild DVDs, of just the Mardi Gras shit in New Orleans, he started doing porn.
Well, basically,
so he got into a lot of shady shit after that.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about the beginning stuff.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah,
but I do know he went down some bad rabbit holes.
Yeah, he did apparently, and still saying he was innocent. It's like, dude, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. When you start like pretty much you might as well say you had a pornography company. I mean, you gonna catch some fed heat. Bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was stupid. He should have just kept doing what he was doing because he was making a ton of money. I mean, that dude made a lot of money.
Now he's in a ton of trouble.
Yep, all for nothing.
All for nothing. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to say to the listeners? Tammy got a wild hair for ass, so she's been back here cooking.
Tammy over here cooking. She said, "I don't want to talk to none of y'all. I'm antisocial. I'm just over here stirring my pot."
All right, you got the last words for listeners, for your or my people?
Not really. I gotta get the hell out of here, man. My youngest daughter's blowing up my phone.
I was trying to cut it off. I saw you checking it a couple of times.
Yeah, she's like, Daddy, I got a list of demands for you, and I told her, I said, I don't negotiate with terrorists.
All right, well, that's Brad's last words. All right, guys, hour and 43, not bad. Hopefully y'all enjoy this episode. Like I always tell y'all, check out Brad's channel on YouTube, Brad's Journey. And we appreciate y'all listening to this episode, and we will see you next time.